Good morning, good afternoon. Today's Monday, August 20th, 2018, and we're doing a morning business headline commentary. All right, looking at CNBC right now, we see, again, limited range bound in the movements. Of course, everybody, as I stated before many, many times, something can be developing very quickly. And if you follow the news, and you have reasonable educated background, you know a lot of things can be coming out the left and right, so everybody's very limited in their risk taking as reflected in the pricing in the movement of the indexes. You see like two opposite directions right now. So you see like the headline on gold is breaking below $1,200 an ounce right now. See negative bets headlines, which I stated a long time ago. The value of gold is just some group of people stating that they have a value because it looks nice and it's heavy. Again, as a mature economy evolves with technology, the idea behind heaviness and shininess has loosened its own legitimacy, which is gold. For example, if you hold your cell phone, it used to be very boxy and heavy and big antenna, and it was like a status symbol a little bit. But now, in a mature economy, we value things that are light, small, manageable, and very powerful in features. So this is a totally mature economy values, which goes against gold, which is shiny, heavy, and it's based on the the old times where they value something you can hold on to, and it seems heavy and it seems shiny, and people believe that they have value. Now people value the very opposite things. From paper money evolving to paper money to hold value, to even computer code currencies to hold value. Because as I mentioned before, with these new value stores mechanisms, it is a hedge against local corruption. Like Venezuela, right? They just like devalue the currency 95%, again and again, you know. So I don't know about you. That country has standardized on new forms of store value, including digital currencies, where there was like various interviews where people that didn't know about these new forms of store value say that they lost 20 pounds since the corruption. And there's a second interview that mentioned these smart guys transferred their currency values or local values, store values into digital currency, and they say, I'm able to still buy food on the internet and feed my young family by using these digital currency to buy food on the internet. So you say that to yourself, are you like, if you encounter the same situation, are you smart enough? Are you quick enough? Are you capable enough to transfer your values that quickly? You know, just like these guys did with these heavy adoption in that country of digital currencies. All right, so this is a lot of um, a lot of you know grouped together bashing of Tesla. But you think about it, right? If they want to take it private, you know, um, wouldn't a lower stock price be good for them? Because it takes a lot less money than $420 a share, right? Now you're like speaking about $200 a share, more than less than half of the company evaluation. And thus, if you take it private, there'll be less than half of what you said before. So we see in these ulterior, agendas, to Teslas go taking it private. They want to have the best owner to take it at a lower pricing as much as possible. And this is if that is what they want to do, that's very smart. Because everybody's bashing the stock price lower. That's fine, and they'll be able to take it private at lower pricing. Almost like half now if we go to 200. I mean, you see this like movie, very generic, and it's like adding cheese on anything, and people will eat it. The whole thing with this played out theme is that as long as they have money, they have rich, you can make a movie about it, and it may only like $25 million, less than $50 million to make any like true blockbuster. And it might probably be not even break even, considering all these costs in making the money. A movie like that costs more than $25 million to make, that's for sure. So as I mentioned before, something come on the left on the left real quickly. It's this Turkish situation. They detain somebody, and somehow the whole country, as opposed to any other person in similar situation, the U.S. not responding similarly. So you see, Turkey did detain somebody very important, doing something very, extraordinary, and that's why the U.S. response is so rapid and quick. All right, that's a little bit bond trading problems. And over the weekend, there was news of a trader in London losing a lot of money on bond investing. So you see more and more retaliatory tariffs being implemented by the three big economies: European Union, the U.S., and China. So you see, like if this progression proceeds further down, where even more ratcheted up, you see normally it'll be affecting company earnings report, and it'll be that's why the directional indexes are very limited right now. All right. All right. You see Walmart able to take advantage of the time that it still has, competing against new, stronger rivals from technology and so forth like that. If I was Walmart, I would copy exactly what my main threatening competitors doing. Tit for tat, copying everything from technology to entertainment to pharmacy to everything. Walmart still has time, and it's done use very good reasoning in their time usage to prepare for direct competition from major competitors. Oh, All right, Griffin from Citadel, expanding the operation to New York City. So they've been recruiting a lot of interesting um, programmers that's like taking other perspective. But they're very, I mean, from what I see, those new hire are more of the idea of high school, coding experiments of that scale. You know, if you evaluate it objectively, any high school student with a creative mind could have created a lot of these new ideas that what they're trying to hire. That's that for some of these new hires that they're fun. All right, let's go into, again, Tesla may be, doing what it wants to do, buying the company private at much lower stock price, saving a lot of money. Pepsi, which is not really relevant to anything. If you don't drink Pepsi, you can drink other things. Many, many options more delicious than Pepsi Cola or related products from Pepsi. If you decide to buy another brand of salty snacks, I mean, there's like, low ball pricing players in the snack business where you buy a big bag of chips for $1, as opposed to some of the pricing like $2 bags, $3 bags. And there's other competitor with the same pricing as well. So Pepsi is really non-relevant in their business. It's just, non-consequential consumer choosing the products. That's it. They just able to occupy certain shelves, and when consumer went to buy snacks or sodas, they just happen to take up the spacing, when they choose the products. All right, a little bit of Twitter struggles and social media struggles. As I mentioned before, if you don't apply pressure, consumer pressures on these companies continuously, they'll just simply return to their old ways, which is abusing your honesty and providing truthful information, where they find algorithms to find more things about you, or even sell it from what the algorithms do, or even just raw selling all access to your truthful information, because these are free websites trying to make money, right? And they promote all these competitive show-offness among your friends, so you keep on doing it, right? So as I mentioned before, not everybody's that well. A lot of people, more than a majority, are not well educated, and they don't understand the history. And as they say, if you don't understand the history, you're doomed to repeat it. So here's something like it was happening going on. A lot of people are forgetting what happened in 2008, and a lot of these old, shady business practices were slowly coming back until the regulators and a lot of people who remember 2008 start cracking down on these shady things again. All right, so we do have like regulators that understood history, people that work in regulation, so they were able to clamp it down, before it may repeat the same BS again as 2008. So NVIDIA maybe have a momentary hiatus in the interest of selling the graphics cards due to the lower pricing in major cryptos, digital currencies. But here's the irony here, right? You only can make a lot of money with these like investment if you buy low and then sell high, right? What happened a couple of months ago, like short time a while ago, people were buying like at a very high pricing, and they end up selling at low pricing, which is the wrong thing to do if you have any common sense in investing. So irony here is the pricing is low now, and what I've been saying. If you have any common sense, you know what's going on. So that's my 2 cents on it, and it's probably for a big opportunity because a lot of people not well educated and not following the true effective strategies of buying low and selling high. All right, today's a little bit of the major headlines commentary. All right, let's review the major pricing products. You see oil unchanged at 65.90. Very high probability it may hit lower due to geopolitical disputes in trade. Gold affecting as well. Implying strengthening of the dollar, the paper money currency values. All right. So today's in the second half of the summer. Today's Monday, August 20th, 2018. We're doing the morning business headline commentary. Something I know, I do have Chinese business followers, and some of them decided to buy Germany's robotics firm. After I feature these robotics machineries in my supercar video, some of them dated listed below. I do also have Indian followers, and after my dated video featured on Amazon a little bit over a year and a half ago, India's Modi went for a big hug on Amazon. And also, as you know, when I featured that stock, it was around $600 range. And if you follow my commentary, you'd be more than almost tripling your money now. So my commentaries are pretty good, sometimes actionable commentaries. Also, no, I do understand my commentaries do sometimes affect thinkings and implementation policies of sovereign policies, and I will take more time to evaluate what I say before I say them. So as to better, better things to affect if it affects sovereign policies. All right, that's 3 of my many sometimes actionable commentaries that my followers do like to follow. All right, today's Monday, August 20th, 2018. And we're doing the morning business headline commentary. And happy summering and happy trading, everybody.